Today I wanted to provide a quick update on some of the price action that we've been seeing in cryptocurrencies over the past few hours, especially in relation to the video I made yesterday where I talked about selling off half of my cryptocurrency portfolio. Now, if you didn't see that video, I recommend that you check it out. But in summary, I sold off because I saw some evidence of spoofing, and I saw some evidence that there's a lot of uncertainty in the market right now, and that uncertainty was not getting priced in. So those were the two major reasons I sold. And the big question now is, do I get back in? And right now I've come to the conclusion that I'm not ready to get back in at this price level quite yet. However, if you've followed this channel for some time, you know that when price starts selling off like this, I like to put in limit orders that are fairly low. And usually I spread it out across multiple different cryptocurrencies to increase the probability that it fills. However, I have chosen not to do that this time and instead have opted to only put limit orders in for Litecoin. Now, if you're unfamiliar with why I've chosen Litecoin in particular, it's mostly because if we look at the 6-hour candles here for Litecoin against Bitcoin, you can see this trend downward over the last 3 weeks or so, last 3 to 4 weeks. We've been seeing nothing but a decline or depreciation in Litecoin versus Bitcoin. And when we've seen this historically, we've seen it correct very rapidly. So if I go to the one-day candles here, you will see that essentially we saw this huge decline in Litecoin versus Bitcoin, and that corrected very, very, very rapidly here when we saw Litecoin almost go all the way up to $100. Now, the reason why Litecoin is having this major sell-off here is because it has substantially more volume than Bitcoin does based in China. However, I'm still bullish on Litecoin in the long term, and I currently have limit orders in at two different places. The first place is in at roughly $41. The reason I have the offer in at $41 is because, and it's actually $41 and some change, but the reason I have an offer in at that level is because it's roughly where Litecoin traded at during July and August. The second order I have in is at $36 and some change. Now, the reason I put in that limit order is even though I think it's a very, very low probability that it fills, it actually would have filled during the last crash, which I found very surprising, okay? And I was actually sad that I missed out on all of the Litecoin I could have gotten below $40. Now, I did buy a bunch of Litecoin at $41 during this particular crash, but man, I was baffled to see it go as low as it did so rapidly. And so I have that limit order in at 36 and some change to protect myself in case we have another moment like that. And hopefully it's successful. Hopefully at least one of them fills. Really, I'm only hopeful for the $41 one to fill, but I have the 36 one in there as well to protect my downside. The second topic I briefly want to discuss here is the complete absurd momentum that we just saw in Vertcoin. If you are unfamiliar with what happened in Vertcoin, I took a screenshot of the cryptocurrency Reddit last night. Basically, there was an atomic swap between Litecoin and Vertcoin, and this was the huge catalyst that everybody's been waiting for. The thing is, it was just one atomic swap. However, it shows that it's possible, and it shows that it's on the roadmap. It's going to happen in the future, and Vertcoin is one of those cryptocurrencies that is highly underappreciated, and it completely exploded. Okay, and the question becomes, do you trade around this event? In other words, do you try to sell at the upper end of the 30,000 Satoshi range and sell at the lower end of it? And for me personally, I'm not going to be trading Vertcoin. Now, I would not say that you shouldn't try. You can certainly do so if you want to, but I could see scenarios where you miss out of huge opportunities as a result of that. And so at this time, I'm just going to stay holding on to Vertcoin, and I'm going to continue doing that until it's a top 50 cryptocurrency or I lose the entire position. That is the rules that I set in place when I invested in Vertcoin. I'm not going to trade this particular cryptocurrency, even though I trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. I just don't feel safe being out of this particular cryptocurrency when it has huge movements like this one. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As usual, leave a like, subscription, and comment, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching.